About 3 to 4 weeks after I got hired, Chief Tobin said to me, let's take a ride. Over at Station 44 in Pelican Bay, we have an old fire helmet that a man brought in one day. He said he didn't want it. It was his father's. So we drove over to Pelican Bay Ladder 44, and sure enough, up on the wall of one of the rooms, a sitting room I think it was, is this old black leather helmet with a red front piece that has 42 on it. And that was 42 truck, hook and ladder, if you would, in the South Bronx. I immediately knew where it was from because that was where my former boss, the fire commissioner, Tom Von Essen, that's where he was a firefighter in the South Bronx at Ladder 42. I was kind of amazed that here I am in Naples, Florida, that there would be a fire helmet from the South Bronx of New York City. So we drove back to the office and I called fire headquarters and finally got on the phone with the fire commissioner. And of course, he immediately started to abuse me, as firefighters do. Who had hired you? We just got rid of you. We threw you out of here. Who would take a chance and hire you? Blah, blah, blah. The usual typical thing that you get for firefighters and police officers. So I said, Tom, I have this helmet that was donated to us down here, and I'd like to bring it back. And he said, that sounds great. I know the company would love to have it back, but the house is being torn apart. It's being renovated, and I don't expect it to be finished until next year. I said, okay. So as months went by, I would call the press office and talk to my old buddy, Frank Ribbon, the Assistant Commissioner for Public Information, who took my place when I retired. And shortly after the summer, at one point, I called him and he said, Jerry, why don't you start making your arrangements? Because the firehouse is going to be rededicated with Mayor Giuliani, and Father Judge will say Mass on Monday, September 10th, 2001. Who would have known at the time that what would have happened the next day? The next day, 343 of my brothers, as we call each other, firefighters, the true heroes, were killed rushing in to both the towers and saved thousands and thousands of people. That day is probably the worst day of my life. I'll never forget those guys.